he comes out and he's got the knee brace on his left knee and he's limping to the ring. The fans are chanting for him. He's getting choked up and goes over, hitting the cabrata onto Jinder Mahal and felt his knee go inward, finished the match, and then it registered backstage when he could not bend his knee and said that there was a chance he could miss WrestleMania, but went through with the MRI last week, got the results, a grade 2 tear of the MCL and a partial tear of the meniscus. And with surgery, they're telling him he could be out 3 to 4 months. And he doesn't know what the future is going to hold. I'm just taking it day by day. And before he can move on, Imperium interrupts. And they walk down. Gunther enters the ring, says they've avoided each other for a very long time. Rollins, it's interesting that you call yourself the workhorse champion and one that everyone can be proud of, just like me. And it's sad that you might not make it to Mania. Rollins says, I wasn't finished yet. I don't care what the doctors say, the whole crowd cheers, or how hard I have to rehab. I will keep my promise and take this title into WrestleMania and leave as champion. Gunther says he admires that from one great champion to another. And on Sunday, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole must have yelled Saturday like 3 different times as soon as his segment ended. Ooh. Saturday, the Rumble's on Saturday. And he chooses Rollins. And Gunther says he's going to win the Rumble, choose Rollins, and I'm going to target your knee. I'm going to target your back and everything else that isn't 100% to become champion. Rollins says, well, I'm going to remember who you're coming after. And he puts out his hand to shake it. And Gunther tells him, remember who I'm coming after. And they shake hands. And with that, Kofi and Xavier Woods jump Imperium at ringside. And that concluded the segment here with Seth Rollins. So, I mean, it was, unless Seth is playing it close to the vest and that he didn't actually state he was getting surgery. Like he didn't state that. He said with surgery, it would be 3 to 4 months out. So you would get the sense here, he is going to rehab this knee and be good to go for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't be promoting the fact that he could continue unless,
nor would they be starting a build. Like it's one thing to be like touch and go for Mania, but you need to have those plans locked now that we're either building this match or we're not building this match. And they're obviously going.
Which match are you talking about?
Whatever Rollins match is, if you assume they're going with the Punk direction, but you have to lock in the card now of what are we doing for the next 2 months to build to WrestleMania. And if you have a question mark, I don't think you're starting at that point, but they are obviously confident here that they've got him to do the match and probably is not going to be doing any wrestling before that.
It's my presumption, that what I got out of this is that he's going to either avoid or delay surgery and just opt for rehab. And I have a feeling he'll at least be in good enough shape that he could pull off a match at WrestleMania. And if that ends up being the case, you never want to see somebody get injured, but this could end up being something similar to like a Cody Tornpec moment for Seth Rollins, a type of injury that's certainly awful, but perhaps like not awful to the point where he can't wrestle one more match on it. And now it in effect gives him this incredibly sympathetic story that could potentially really end up defining his career, and perhaps take him to like a different level of, babyface sort of appeal. So we'll see how they
endless ideas of how you can promote this, like his training and rehab that he's going through. Like you could tell a very relatable story in the sense of like getting outside of the arena. And this is this guy's struggle to try and make it to this show and why this title means so much to him. You can do a lot with this.
Yeah. And I thought Rollins came out here and did such a great job of spilling his emotions into the segment. I mean, this initial moment with him taking his glasses off and seeing the redness and the tears in his eyes, it felt every bit as heartfelt as, Sean, in Syracuse, or like Daniel Bryan retiring. I mean, when he said that he's been through a rough week and he really appreciated that response from the crowd, it tells you exactly all you need to know about the range of emotions he went through. And it was just, a wonderful little moment that the only thing I would say that was missing from it was a